Here with Ben of Island Owl and Truck. We're just in the backseat of one of his Dodges he has for sale at his dealership. You want to say hi, Ben?
Hi, everybody. We're in a 2018 Dodge Ram Outdoorsman. Only has 14,000 kilometers, and it's only $275 bi-weekly. Just want to put a little plug in there. So thanks, Robert, for coming down to see me.
$275 bi-weekly, that's all right.
I thought so.
How many kilometers on it?
Only 14,000.
14,000 what year?
2018.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sold.
There you go. Perfect.
Trade my
Robert's going to go see a
2012,
handshake picture pretty quick here.
No, maybe. So a couple questions for Ben and talk a little bit about his business. So the first one is, have you always been a business owner, and how long have you been one for?
Well, this is the first legit business, I guess I could call it. I had the iPhone doctor business that kind of built my social media stuff.
Okay, that was you.
And that was me. And then I worked at Steve Marshall Ford, and part of the beauty of car sales is kind of your own business within a business, but actual business ownership, no, this is the first business I've had.
Yeah, so like real estate, you're totally self-employed, but car sales, you're an employee, but you're still self-motivated.
100%.
You don't sell something.
They provide the opportunity. And
do you have to show up?
You do have to show up.
Yeah, so you have a schedule.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not quite like the realtors.
It's always kind of been self-employed. Yeah, we don't have to do anything if we don't want to, but you got to.
Absolutely.
Cool. So it's your first one. And how long, sorry?
We've been open since June of 2017, so we are at about little less than a year and a half.
Really? That long?
Or about a year and a half, sorry, yeah.
Cool.
Year and a half.
So what kind of business did you own before? iPhone doctor,
Yep.
was in dealership, and worked for Steve Marshall.
Yeah.
Which is this a part of Steve Marshall?
Yeah, so Steve Marshall and Carl Ebdrup are my business partners here. I do the day-to-day, but they are a huge influence and help, and I wouldn't be able to be here without them. So,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Cool. When did you decide to become an owner of a dealership?
Well, it was funny. When I first got into the business, I had no idea about it. And then after a little while, I found that obviously I get paid to talk to people, which is awesome. And I love vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of very early on decided I would like to go as far as I could get myself. And that this was kind of the next step from where I was. They moved to the brand new location over at Steve Marshall Ford, up next to Coastline Mazda with all the other dealerships. And this building was sitting vacant. And Carl and Steve approached me and asked if I'd be interested in opening up a used lot down here to utilize the space. And that was kind of how Island Owl was born. They did, yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good thing when someone approaches you.
Absolutely. They knew I had dreams of being bigger and doing more and all that. So I think it was an easy choice to chat with me about it.
Yeah.
Aaron Welsh had actually started Pacific Nations first. So I kind of copied him a little bit and got our own store.
Oh, where's
down
that?
Here. Just on the other side of the building there.
Okay, so your competition.
He's our competition.
Oh, is he right there?
Yeah, he's over across from the body shop there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So everyone obviously knows who Steve is of Steve Marshall.
Absolutely.
Carl, is Carl a part owner in Ford or something?
He is,
I know
yeah.
his name, but I don't really know him.
Carl and Steve are business partners and involved in all the stores that they have together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
And Steve Marshall started in Campbell River, didn't it?
Steve Marshall started in Campbell, right here, actually.
Yeah,
right at this location. Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely. It's a heritage location.
So here's a huge one. You probably do lots of things, social media, I think, being one of them. But what do you do as a business owner to get your name out there?
Yeah, I would say a lot of social media is, I don't think I'd be where I am if I didn't have Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. It's a really nice way to interact with your future customers and past customers and current customers just in a way that isn't really obtrusive. Cold calls are still a thing, but they're not nearly what they used to be. Social is a huge thing. So I hosted trivia at the Campbell River Golf and Country Club for a long time.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Go to different events in town, just kind of anyone I talk to, just kind of make sure to throw a little plug in there without sounding like I'm trying to sell them something all the time. So
I'm so bad for that.
Yeah.
And I'm bad for calling people, like you say, like cold calling, even for like past clients and stuff. I'm like, why? I need a reason. If it's a Facebook lead and I'm like, you're looking for something and I have a reason, it's way easier.
It's a great way to do it. One of the things I do every day just to keep everybody in touch, obviously, because everyone likes to hear it, but if you go through and wish everyone on your friends list a happy birthday, now I've got about 4,500 people on my friends list, so there's 2 to 25 people a day that you do that, and then you're just giving them.
You do that every day?
Every day.
Crazy. How many people? 4,500?
4,500.
And most of them local?
A lot of them local. There's probably some that are fake and some that are far away, but for the most part, it's island people, yeah.
Cool. And obviously, like, some of your business pulled over from your past sales history, like
100%.
past clients and stuff from Steve Marshall.
So I worked in North Island for a long time, built a big business there doing the iPhone doctor stuff. So I built a lot of social media following with that. It was a purely online run business. So I had a lot of people on there because of that. And then anyone I've sold a car to, you see the handshake photos. We tag people on there, add everyone on there just to
Yeah.
kind of keep involved, because we don't just want to be involved when they're buying a car. I'd like to be involved after the sale as well. If there's ever any issues or there's cool things going on for them, I'd like to be a part of it. So
Yeah, for
we
sure.
love update photos. So if you do anything with your vehicle, you go on a trip, send them to me. I love that stuff. Absolutely.
Live vicariously through your clients.
That's right, exactly. I don't get to go anywhere. I'm here 6 days a week. So.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So it's been a year and a half into this business, I guess.
Yeah, so we're a year and a half in here. Carl and Steve and I have talked about a couple different options, possibly franchising the brand. Island Owl probably wouldn't make a lot of sense off of the island, but if we could make maybe some other stores, or maybe bring a bigger brand into the store or something, we could, instead of just being a used dealership, maybe have like a Subaru or something like that. See if we could do that.
Surrey Owl.
Surrey Owl, Alberta Owl. Yeah, my girlfriend would like that if we had a Lloydminster Owl. That's where she lives right now. So
yeah, crazy. Another question: you guys only sell used, right? No new stuff?
Currently, we are only set up to sell used. We do have great working relationships with a ton of the new dealerships in town and also over on the mainland. So if someone is looking for a brand new vehicle, we can help facilitate that. So you're still dealing with us, but it is still done at the actual new store.
A referral type
thing. A referral type thing, kind of like you guys do.
Come through him. It always benefits him, I'm sure, and then he'll
100%
pass on his service.
And then we can help iron out any kinks or make sure that you're happy with everything that gets put together. So
yeah, cool. And you guys do, like, on your window, you'll search for any vehicles. So if someone's looking for something, you'll find it.
We tried to kind of establish a broker system here, because we could fill a lot with vehicles, but if we don't have the one you want, people aren't going to show up. But if we let them know that we'll search for them, my guys are hugely proficient at searching Auto Trader, Google, Craigslist, all that stuff, and we've got a whole host of brokers that we call to find the right vehicle. So
brokers are people that have other lots, or are they like holding them somewhere else? Like
a little bit of everything. So we buy them from the auction, we buy them from other dealerships. The easiest is usually to buy them from other dealerships, because then they're already safetied and checked out and everything.
Yeah.
But we've bought private sales from people, safetied them, and then delivered them. We've bought them from auto brokers, who are guys that a lot of the time buy them and sell them to the States, but we buy them before they go down there. We bought Heather Larkham's vehicle, came all the way from Ontario. We got that trucked out here and everything.
Okay,
so, yeah,
cool.
Get them from everywhere.
And what about, is that your girlfriend? Did you guys deliver something to Alberta?
We did, yeah.
Is that her? Is that how you met her?
Yeah, no, that would be a good story.
I just remember seeing a post about it, and she had tagged you. And
yeah, no, she needed a new vehicle. That is, yeah, Ellie. Her truck died. She needed a vehicle. The weather wasn't awesome on the trip back and forth, so we had one of our insured and licensed experienced drivers take the vehicle out there to her, and we did everything over the internet. So if you're not close by and you just need the vehicle taken to you, we can absolutely help with that for sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. What would you say your biggest accomplishment as a business owner?
That's a hard word. Biggest accomplishment for me. I was very humbled to win New Business of the Year from People's Choice through the Campbell Premier. We got nominated for some other New Business Awards through the Chamber of Commerce. That was very cool. We've got a huge amount of support and followers on our Facebook page. We've established a 5-star Google rating and 5-star Facebook rating. So all of that stuff is truly humbling and also very exciting for us, because we like knowing that people are having a good experience here. And basically that would be our biggest accomplishment, is having that many happy customers, because let's face it, car dealerships, real estate, lots of people that sell stuff.
There's lots of us.
There's a lot of options, and there's also, with car dealerships especially, there's a lot of people that have sort of a negative mindset towards them. Mm-hmm. So if we can be running for a year and a half, have 5-star customer service and all that kind of stuff, I handpick my teammates because I know that they're going to be guys that care that way. So
yeah, I wasn't going to go there, but it's out there. Even real estate, like, I never knew real estate agents had a bit of a bad rep in some ways until I became one.
There you go.
Right, and I think most of them don't, but there's been a lot of new rule changes lately because 100%. Of some of the stuff that's been going on. Totally. So,
and that's, when I first started in car sales, my whole goal, I called my parents and said, what do you think of this? They said, as long as you don't become some greasy guy in a tweed jacket, you'll be just fine. I said, okay, well, I'll never do that.
Yeah, be you and be honest, right, and truthful.
100%. Honesty always works.
And most challenging part of your job?
Challenging part? I would say one of the most challenging things was leaving the Ford dealership. That was a huge established store, and it was kind of the great unknown, but I knew that it was something that if I put my mind to it would be good. And I would say the other most challenging part was initially just finding staff that were going to keep the same sort of mindset as I had for what I wanted the dealership to be. Mm-hmm. I've been very fortunate. I've got JR and Spencer doing sales. I've got Emily running the front desk, and very excitingly, Dana's starting on January 14th. So we're very excited for that, because she literally embodies the idea of a golden heart. She's a very, very nice person.
Yeah, that's what I said to her. I'm like, I don't even know. If I could be as like exuberant as you, like
Totally.
be way more likable.
We're very excited for all your likable.
We're different. Everyone's different,
there
right?
you go.
Any advice for anyone interested in becoming a business owner?
I would
Or
say
getting into car sales. Even.
Yeah, car sales or business owner. But as far as business ownership, if you have the means to do it, just do it. The biggest thing, that whole fake it till you make it sort of thing, you're not going to look like you're doing that to people, but I can honestly say it's just figuring out a lot of stuff as you go.
Take the risk,
if you're a little scared, just don't worry about it. Push that out of your mind. Just think positive and assume that it's all going to work out, and that seems to be how it'll work.
And work hard, probably.
Absolutely.
Right?
As long as you're honest and truthful and keep everything on the up and up, there's no reason why the business wouldn't work. And if you're interested in car sales, come and see us. We'll go over all that with you. We do daily training. We're happy to chat with anyone that's into looking into the idea of car sales. If you don't shut up like me and you're a friendly person, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah. How many? You guys must have a limit, like how many car sales you'd bring, like depending on production, how many salespeople you bring on.
Yeah. So the old model for car sales was that you could only have a certain amount of people because only a certain number of people showed up to the dealership. But now, because you're sort of self-generating and running your own business within a business and doing social media, you could bring a lot of people on, and hopefully that would just mean the dealership grew. If you were hiring people that were car salesmen back in the 50s and 60s and they were just waiting for people to show up, they probably wouldn't do too well. But if you're someone that will get on the program of meeting people and talking on social media and getting busy that way, you'd be a lot luckier.
So how many people do walk in anymore?
Oh man, I would say on a lucky, or not lucky, but on a good week for walk-in traffic, maybe 10 people that we haven't already contacted before they were here, and that's a high side number. Pretty much everyone.
A week or a day?
A week.
A week.
10 people a week maybe. But
so if you have 4 salespeople and only 10 people a week are walking in and only 3 are buying a vehicle, then that's
people that we haven't talked to ahead of time. So we probably have a good 10 people a day coming in because we've already reached out to them or spoken with them.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, there's always something to do.
I think with a new vehicle, like when I bought a newer vehicle, well, it was actually a demo, but it was brand new.
Right? For sure.
But I went from dealership to test driving to see what I liked, right? Whereas a used vehicle might be a little different, right?
The used vehicle market is that every single one of them is different, whereas if you're looking for a new one, there's a whole lot of them. The other thing is, the only thing you can't do online nowadays pretty much is test drive it. So if you haven't, if everything is all figured out, you found a dealership that you like, know, and trust, and you want to drive it, that's pretty much the last thing. And we'll encourage people to do that too. If they want to deal with us, but we don't have the vehicle here, they can go find one somewhere. Maybe a friend has one, take it for a drive, then let us know what it is, and we'll bring one in for them.
Find a vehicle they like.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else to say about your business or about yourself? Or
I would just say thank you very much for coming to interview me. That's awesome. I like how we can do the cross promotion. That's a cool idea, and this was all Robert's idea. He contacted me. So I would say if anyone's looking for anything and we don't see it on the lot, we're happy to find it for you. There's all the dealership will help with that, but that's kind of something we specifically do. And if you want an honest and easy experience for buying a car, come down to Island Owl Truck, see JR Spencer or myself and Dana in about a week, and be all set up.
Cool. And Facebook, Island Owl Truck, or Benjamin James Eric Coyle.
That is one of the only people that ever got it in the right order, and he just read it the first time.
Benjamin James Eric Coyle. And I can say accomplishment.
And you got it. Yeah. So Island Owl Trucks on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. We're on everything. So we take a picture of every new vehicle. We've got 2016 and 2018 Lincoln MKX getting picked up right now.
Sweet.
And we always update our photos on our website, islandowltrucks.com. Has everything on there, and really just focused on our online presence. If you've dealt with us before and you want to leave us a review, we're really, really trying to get ourselves ranked up on the Google standings. The more reviews you have, the more you stand out on that kind of stuff.
Facebook and Google reviews.
Facebook and Google.
What do you do to get people to do that? Because I've been trying to get past clients to do that, and I've done it some, but I'm trying to get older ones. And
we've got a couple different processes. Everyone that's here, we just we haven't had anyone that's had a bad experience so far that we know of that we haven't been able to fix. But we just ask them, say, if you want to go and give us an honest review, obviously we hope it's 5 stars, and if you don't feel that's the case, please let us know how we can fix it so it is. And we just ask everyone before they leave, and then we have follow-up. We talk to people usually every 3 months or so to see how things are going, and obviously being on Facebook really helps with that. So
and that's where I messaged him first. I think I have your phone number somewhere, but I messaged him on Facebook. First thing I said to him when he responded, I was like, "Oh, you're quick to respond. I'd hire you." So he said he has a minimum response time he tries to keep, and that's good.
Try to keep everything under 15 minutes, unless I'm asleep, but that doesn't happen very often. So
there you go. Last question is, do you have anyone that you'd recommend for me to interview?
Anyone I'd recommend man, for
There's another
interviewing.
person. I've been sort of going to start asking that at the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Local business owner.
Yeah, local business owner. I would say Aaron Welsh is an awesome guy. He's just next
Right
door.
there. You don't want me to interview the competition.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We deal with a little bit different group of people, and I mean, I like competition. Makes everybody better.
And fair enough.
And he's a good buddy of mine too. So
is he? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll talk to him for
He'd
sure.
be the guy to chat to for sure.
Maybe do him next.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks everyone, and
Awesome.
Happy New Year.
There you go, guys. Thank you.